Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Mason here, back here with another podcast with, once again, Jesse Hernandez with the Wrestling podcast. Today, we are going to be talking about a few subjects, not the biggest subjects, but obviously want to catch up, obviously. But how you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. You?
Can you still hear me, bro?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
I don't know if my thing's just look.
I lost your video.
Mm. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Right, sorry about that, guys. But anyway, my thing just cut off all of a sudden. But yeah, how you doing, bro?
I'm good. You?
I'm doing well. Hopefully, this bloody internet will not bloody be annoying tonight. Anyway, so we're going to get on straight to the subjects. Obviously, we've got two subjects we're going to talk about tonight. Biggie, obviously, his neck injury. Three new AEW superstars. Well, two new AEW superstars. Also, a new manager role for. We'll get to them in a minute. But yeah, big ups there, David Hazard. Big ups, bro. But first up, let's get on to obviously the serious injury, serious news that's been going around. Biggie's injury on Smackdown. It was a very horrible injury that happened. Um, if you didn't know, guys, Biggie was injured on Smackdown. He, I think, well, I can't remember his name, Ridge Holland. I
Yeah.
think that's his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ridge Holland. Um, Went for a belly to belly suplex, and the move got botched. Um, and unfortunately, Biggie landed on his head. Um, it's very horrible. Big Easel has given some updates. We do not know if his career has ended or anything. So we're unsure with that. But yeah, what's your thoughts on the Biggie injury, obviously?
Oh, it was awful. I was watching SmackDown when it happened, and it's not a good sign when they just immediately cut the camera away from him, and they move it to the other wrestlers on the screen, and you don't hear about him again. And I think you catch Michael Cole mentioned briefly that he hasn't moved, and that was it. But it was, oh man,
Yeah,
it's,
it looks horrible.
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
That move is so dangerous. Like, you know, I've seen so many of those suplexes that looks like it's gonna go really poorly, and to do it on it wasn't in the mat too. That's the problem. It was on the floor. So yeah, hopefully he'll be
yeah.
okay. The video he said he could move his digits, so that's good news at least.
No, it is good news. In terms of the move, I've already give my opinion on Discord, guys. I know a lot of people will are giving Rich Holland some stick, but from what I've saw, I know a lot of people will be like disagreeing. From what I saw, Rich Holland was going to do the belly belly suplex, but what I saw right is Biggie should have flipped himself because there was a lack of communication there, or something happened there because that move right here, you got the belly to belly, right? So you got Ridge obviously lifting Biggie, but normally you see the wrestlers flipping themselves. I've seen that a lot of times. And from what I saw, Biggie didn't flip himself enough. So then the move ended very horribly and he landed on his neck. I don't know if a lot of people will agree with that. I know a lot of people will say it doesn't fucking matter. Ridge Holland still bloody botched it. But,
No,
it's still a whole horrific accident, though, obviously. I hope Biggie's all right. Prayers to him. He looks all right. And from what I've seen, this guy is still positive, and big respect to him because this guy's not negative. He's being very positive, even when his neck freaking broken and his career on the line. The man's still positive. So,
that video was
yeah.
amazing. I watched it like 10 times. Just, he must be in the worst pain possible, and yet he's kind of got a smile and he's like, "I'm okay, guys." Like, it's really impressive. But I'm sure Ridge Holland feels bad enough without people just raining on him. Like, it's unfortunate, but accidents happen in the world of wrestling. How many stories can we talk about? I think, and he's a Ridge Holland for WWE wise is a young guy, and for that to happen, he's probably suffering enough without people adding on to him, and they're putting their energies in the wrong space. This isn't about blaming Ridge Holland. This is about trying to make sure that Biggie will be okay, hopefully.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's very horrific. But it's good to see Biggie okay. And yeah, it was very, very sickening. Obviously, we already were sickening with Pete Dunne's new nickname. So
the hat. What was the hat? Were they trying to cover his hair?
I'm pissed off as an English fan. I was a fan of Pete Dunne in NXT and UK wrestling.
What you on about?
So what?
It was perfect. It was magical.
It's like, oh my god, what are they doing? Unless they're going to change his name. I'm just like, what is going on? That was the worst part about SmackDown. Seriously.
Yeah, I agree with you, Davey, 100%. But I think that they're trying to start like their own like Peaky Blinders with Sheamus just leading a group of just hard guys that are just going to take over. And all it's going to turn into is constant matches with Drew McIntyre after WrestleMania. It'll be Drew McIntyre and his little faction versus Sheamus and his little faction.
Well, speaking of WrestleMania, we are going to talk about WrestleMania in the stream, guys. And we're also going to talk about AEW group disbanding.
Sorry.
So we are going to talk about AEW today. I know a lot of people's like, wow, Mason, you actually talking about AEW? Yes, I am talking about AEW. Right, guys. So you lot can now shut up and say I'm, basic. But WrestleMania, right? We haven't got long to WrestleMania. On paper, some looks good, some looks meh. WrestleMania.
What, you're not looking forward? You're not looking forward to Drew McIntyre versus Baron Corbin? Happy Corbin?
I'm actually not. To be fair, on paper, without the stupid build line and without the stupid Corbin gimmick, I would actually really forward to that match. They're both very talented wrestlers.
I agree.
I'm not going to put. I'm not going to put all down
finisher. End of days finisher. Nobody taps out of that. That's like, I mean, nobody breaks out of that, kicks out. But did you know that Happy Corbin is undefeated since he's become Happy Corbin?
Yeah, I didn't even know that. I thought he lost the match. No, he lost the Rumble. He technically lost the Rumble.
And he's lost tag team matches, but as a singles competitor, he's undefeated. I think he's only had like 4 matches, to be fair, but still.
Yeah. But talking of WrestleMania, it's a bit of a celebrity mania this year. Johnny Knoxville versus Sami Zayn. I'm actually kind of looking forward to that. I want to see Johnny Knoxville get his ass whipped because I know he's a jackass, so he might be fair. But Logan Paul he's doing it to promote his Prime. He wants his Prime. He wants the Prime drink to get promoted. This is,
Do you think this will be the? Sorry, do you think this will be the feud that separates the Mysterios? Because everyone's been talking for like a year and a half that they were getting ready to break up. So
I don't know. If it does, that would be a good ending to a match. But like, I don't know.
I like the Miz, but just Logan Paul. It just.
But do you know? Just fun fact, guys. This is the second WrestleMania in a row where Miz has got to be teaming with a celebrity or wrestling against a celebrity. for the second year in a row, which is a shame.
What was last year? I
It
can't
was
remember now.
Morrison versus Priest and Bad Bunny. And I'll
Oh,
give
that's
credit
right.
to Bad Bunny.
At least Bad Bunny's quality though.
I would rather see Bad Bunny versus
Yeah.
Miz rematch. I would rather see that than think. But obviously, Bad Bunny's got his concerts going on, so he can't make it. But it would have been better to see that. But yeah, we've got Celebrity Mania. We've also got some matches added to the card recently. The Usos and Shinsuke and Rick Boobs, as I call him.
Hey, that's Freddie Mercury to you, son.
Oh, Freddie Mercury, B-Tech Freddie Mercury, even though he does play the guitar, Freddie Mercury. Yeah. But yeah, that's added to the match. We've got Randy Orton. I think it's Randy Orton and Riddle versus Montez. I actually don't know what's going on with the Raw Tag Team Champions match. I think it's supposed to be
I think it's RK Bro versus the Street Profits.
Yeah. So some good tag teams on paper.
You know what? I hope it's better than their match at was it the Rumble that they had that match?
No, day one.
Day one. That's right. Oh yeah, because they came out with Migos.
I thought day one was pretty good actually.
I know, but I felt like the match was so obvious that RK Bro were gonna win it.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah, so I hope this one's a little bit more up in the air because I love the Street Profits. So
yeah, I think it's going to be good. Then we've got we've got two women's matches. One of them will be main eventing WrestleMania on night one, and then the other which is going to be probably kicking off it. Bianca Belair versus Becky Lynch. I think honestly it's the most predictable women's match, to be fair, in my opinion. But I'm looking forward to it. But we'll have to see how it goes. Then you've got Roman versus Brock, which is the book. I'm not liking the double title match, but I'm liking the storyline. I'm loving the new Brock Lesnar, whether people say he's overpushed or not. This Brock Lesnar's been fantastic.
I agree.
And then we've got the Intercontinental Championship. Ricochet, we don't know who's facing. And then WrestleMania, Damian Priest versus Finn Balor. I'm looking forward to that. So we've got some good matches on paper, like Damian Priest, Finn Balor, Happy Corbin, Drew McIntyre, both talented wrestlers.
I'm sorry, Mason. Did you just skip Sasha Banks and Naomi?
For God's sake.
I honestly hope that Sasha Banks and Naomi just wipe the floor with them. But at least they're actually building tag teams in
No. I think it's going to be 1,200 heel turn for Sasha Banks. It's going to be another heel turn. It's going to be another heel turn, and the fangirls are going to the fanboys and fangirls are going to be sucking up to Sasha and all that still and saying, "Oh God, Sasha's the world champion! Oh my God!"
Do you think Tamina's going to come out and help them win it against Selena and Carmella? Oh, and there's going to be stuff with the 24/7 title, by the way. There's going to be like all throughout the day. There's probably going to be a wedding between Tamina and I can't think of his name right now.
Tozawa.
Tozawa, yeah. That's like the funniest love story that's been brewing between them two. I'm telling you, there's going to be at least 2 segments for the 24/7 title.
24/7 champion used to be so funny with R-Truth and Drake Maverick and Tozawa.
Drake Maverick,
now it's just like, what is this? It's just
now
not
it's
the
just
same.
Reggie. Now it's just Reggie having a boner for Dana Brooke. That's like all it really is. Or Tozawa having a boner for Tamina. Although that was funny when he fell off of the ring and she caught him, and he went to give her a kiss and she just dropped him and walked off.
Team no days, but that's pretty much the WrestleMania sort with. Now we're going to get onto AEW. Finally, a lot of people are happy about this. First off, we're going to get to the 3 new superstars in a minute, but we want to talk about Inner Circle. Done. Well, it's 2 Inner Circle left, and yeah, I'm not happy with the Inner Circle breaking up, honestly, man. I
But
love the
what
Inner
were they
Circle.
doing though? Like they were doing nothing. Like
Yeah, but then what's Chris Jericho just gone from? He broke up the Inner Circle just to go to another group. I don't get that. I'm sorry
well,
to AEW, right?
here's my thinking
I'm
about it
sorry.
is I think he's trying to bring in like mid carders and get them more exposure. Like Sammy Guevara and Proud and Powerful were kind of like not necessarily mid carders, but like they might have gotten lost in the shuffle. He brought them up, and now they're off and doing their own thing. And 2.0 and who's the other guy? Because it's 2.0 and somebody. Oh, the Butcher and the Blade. Maybe they can get a little bit because is it the Butcher? His band is broken up, right? Is it the Butcher? Yeah, he's got like a
Actually
band.
know their name.
Yeah, so that's what I
I
think
don't
it is.
even
I
know their
think Chris
name.
Jericho's kind of like bringing people on to get them more exposure. Oh, just like Andrade and the family orifice, whatever they are now.
Yeah. But yeah, AEW this week, very good show. Dynamite was very good. We got to see Moxley and Daniel Bryan together. We'll get to the other person in a minute because that's yep. We obviously get to saw the other one too, which we'll get to in a minute. No, my God, this is like the night of debuts, isn't it? Like Jesus Christ. Well, fight, guys. We'll just get to the debuts because anyway, you know. But anyway, we've got
My
3 new
fan just
superstars.
kicked on. Can you hear that?
My fan's on. It's boiling here.
Oh,
Absolutely.
okay.
But I've got my heating on, so I shouldn't have turned that on. But anyway, 3 new superstars in AEW. William Regal, Jeff Hardy, and Swerve in AEW. I think I saw 2 of them happening. I did not see one happening straight away though, and that was William Regal. I was
Me
quite
either.
shocked about that.
Oh, I love
The
when he
William
just
Regal.
came around. He just started smacking up Moxley and Daniel.
Yeah, and obviously the promo he did, unbelievable. William Regal's the most underrated promo workers of all time, really. As a fellow Britishman, it's good to see my favourite Britishman on the mic again. And then we got Jeff Hardy also debuting this week, which I bet Jesse was loving every single moment.
Oh, you know it, but I couldn't believe they had the theme song. Like I knew he was gonna.
I was like, yeah, I was like,
I knew he
what
was
the
gonna be in the
fuck?
show the whole time, right? Like it was so predictable.
If he owns the No More Words, bring that then.
Isn't that
That,
his
please.
band song?
I don't think it's his band, but he owns the song.
Not?
I've heard.
Oh.
No, but I think he owns the song, so like he can use that song like he used Loaded on his debut.
You know what's weird is that the song is one of those like stock songs, so WWE can't own it, but they own the Hardy Boys name. That's why they're wrestling as the Hardy Brothers. So they can't come out as the Hardy Boys, but then they have the theme song. But my favorite thing was Matt's getting he's just getting stomped out, getting beaten up, right? And then Jeff is supposed to come out and save him, but he's too busy doing this thing, and then he runs and gets him.
Yeah. I was doing the exact same thing. I was like, yeah. And then he did the swamp. I just started screaming. And then even I just done a cannonball on my bed. I just like, yeah, do a swamp bomb on my bed. I was hyped.
I couldn't believe they had the music. Like I said, I knew he was going to be there. It was
poorly kept secret. That's what made it good, to be fair. No offense to Jeff. I love Jeff. The David would have been good either way, but the music's just like 10 times better. Hence, it was good to see Jeff Hardy.
I know you're trying to be on AEW, but you forgot the best part of Raw nowadays. Shoosh! Oh, Gable is the best part of Raw, in my opinion, right now. The Alpha Academy, where he's like, shoosh! That's it. You can go back. Sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say, Chad Gable's good. And then we've got Swerve in AEW. I saw that coming. I'm not too happy for it because I feel like Swerve's just going to get underutilized in about a month, in my opinion. He's not the level of Jeff Hardy, so they'll probably forget about him in a month, I feel like.
You know what would be good if they did like Dante Martin and they put him with Team Taz. That could be interesting.
That could be good, but Yeah, I feel like with Swerve, I was like, okay, that's good to see him in AEW. He's got to work somewhere, but I just feel like, I don't know if because from what I've seen, the superstars that are debuted, they're all from WWE. Were all Some of them were big champions, like Chris Jericho, Adam Cole. We're seeing get utilized. Daniel Bryan, John Moxley, CM Punk, Sting. All these big names, more getting used, and then you got the young talent like Keith Lee and all coming out, and I
Wait.
don't
Are
know.
you
I'm not big.
disrespecting the North American Championship? Is that what I'm
Oh
hearing
yeah,
right
no,
now?
are you a Norfolk American? I forgot Adam Cole won that, didn't he? Even
Well,
though he had
Swerve
that, I
did
remember the
too.
ladder match.
Swerve
Did
dropped
he?
it to
Oh,
Carmelo before he left.
well, that must have been the most forgettable title reign because I actually didn't remember him
I
lifting
think
that.
he didn't do
I'm so
much.
sorry, Swerve.
I don't think he did much with it
That's
though. I
pro-
think that's
that,
the problem.
that's probably why AEW was like, did he win the championship? Oh god, didn't even know that. But no, I feel like Swerve. Look, good job to him. We'll have to see what he does. I might be wrong because I've said a lot of shit about AEW. To be honest, I've said a lot of shit about WWE too, but I could be wrong
Look,
about
the
AEW.
the good thing is that they have dark and dark elevation, so he'll at least get matches. It's just whether or not he
They
gets on
will.
TV.
It's about like the big shows like
Yeah,
Dynamite.
yeah.
That's what it's all about, getting on Dynamite. But we'll just have to wait and see. But obviously, Jeff Hardy's here. He'll probably get a massive push. He'll probably be winning the tag team champions with Matt Hardy. Maybe starting a feud with CM Punk, from what I've heard. Rumors. So I'm not going to believe that, but there could be rumors. CM Punk, I've always sort of heard rumors that he will be winning the SCW champion.
The what?
No, not SCW. AEW. It's because SCW had it on my head. I was like, what? No,
What?
SCW's good. What for
Oh,
fuck's
and by the way,
sake?
I love Kingston shutting down the what chant, but people act like that wasn't the best thing that Stone Cold did. I love the what chant.
I
What?
love the what.
Sorry.
I hate the what
What?
chants, to be honest.
I know it's
It's like
annoying. I know. I know.
it sound like Vince McMahon, not bloody Stone Cold. What?
Yeah.
But yeah, speaking of, I forgot to say this, guys. Stone Cold's at WrestleMania. I forgot to say that in the WrestleMania thing. I don't think he's going to have a match. He
No,
can't have a match.
he'll probably do two stunners on Owens, and then he'll open up some beers and and all that jazz. But I love Stone Cold, so I whenever I get to see him, I'm there.
Yeah, so I'll be happy with that. Rumors that Steph Rollins is supposed to have a match with Cody Rhodes. If that's going to happen, we don't know, but it's rumors.
I love what? Speaking of Rollins, I love his speaking of Rollins, his wife, Becky Lynch. I meant to tell you earlier, that match, who I'm going for in that match. Like I like me some Becky, but I'm all team Belair. But they wasted the whipping segment in that Raw thing. Like, did you see when she whipped her like 4 times and like
Nah,
cut her
I
up?
think Becky was like, I don't care about the bloody thing. I just want to show my bloody abs. That's what I want to bloody do.
They could have done that at
What?
WrestleMania though. You remember when Belair took on Sasha Banks and she whipped her and it was like it sounded like it had a speaker on it, like it was blasted. Like they should have left that for WrestleMania, personally. But isn't Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley a tag team now too? So they might get in the mix before.
What? Wait, Liv Morgan fans are being. I've seen Liv Morgan's like, put her with Alexa Bliss. I'm like, well, what's wrong with Rhea? Even though Rhea was in a pointless tag team before, it's like, what's wrong with Rhea? Come on. Just because you want two blondes and a pink hair together, don't be disrespectful to Rhea Ripley. Like,
Well,
what?
I wish they would push her more as a singles competitor, but
That's what I mean. I'm like, well, didn't she win the women's champion
for like
in her
10
first
minutes,
match on the Raw?
and then
Yeah, and then she lost it to Charlotte.
and then Charlotte got pinned by Nikki, if you remember that.
Yeah, and then
Nikki
she won
had
it
it for a
back
little bit,
again.
yeah.
And then Charlotte won SmackDown, and she never defended it. And I just hope she goes to AEW. Actually, no.
And Tony
Don't,
Storm just got punked. No, I would have left if I
fucking
was
Tony.
Tony Storm.
I'm
too.
sorry, but Tony Storm, I think, left for a stupid reason. She was getting used on that bloody roster. She was having a few. I know the storyline wasn't great, but she was getting used when she came on the roster. She was getting put into a title picture. She left.
That's fair.
I think it could be. I think it's mental. If it's mental reason, then fair enough. She has to leave. That's the respect to her. She has to do that. But obviously, if it's not, then obviously it's a bit of a stupid reason why she left, because there's no other reason. She did get pushed, unless the thing was tiring for her, and again, like I just said, a mental state.
And her finisher was class. That DDT was awesome.
Yeah.
I would have loved to have seen her spike Charlotte right into the mat. That'd have been great. Because
I would love to see Tony Storm.
You're gonna get annoyed when I say this, but I think people are a little bit unfair on Charlotte Flair, in my opinion. Like, I know she is kind of an egomaniac and she gets pushed hard, but she's not like Hulk Hogan. Like, she will do the job for her fellow competitors. Like, she has lost a belt like 12 times. She will take a loss for her competitors. Like, and I think
she will, and she is a good wrestler.
Yeah. And she's really talented. Like I'm not feeling the Ronda Rousey thing. I'm being honest with you. Like, I think it's because I missed her time in WWE. So I'm just like, whatever. Like, they make it seem like it's so big that she could beat Charlotte. Charlotte's been beaten before. Like, I just wish that they just didn't bother and they just put her with.
I think they're making it big. Right? I think they're making it big because both of them lost last year and no one pinned each other. And also the surviving match, no one pinned each other. So it's just like, they're making it big. But again, it's about, I think, to be honest, they probably would have Becky. I think they are going to have Becky and Ronda next year because she's in Los Angeles. And I think they're making the Los Angeles one a bit big. But I think Charlotte and Ronda main event in night one. Look, fair enough, it's good, but does Ronda deserve to main event night one again? And for the third women main event for the second time in her career, she's main eventing when she's just come back. I'm not being rude to Ronda.
You heard me rant and rave about that at the Royal Rumble. I was ranting and raving. I was like, what does it bother if you are contracted to WWE for 12 months straight? You're there week in and week out. What does it matter if Ronda can just show up and just win the Royal Rumble just like that? It's the same with Brock Lesnar. Like, it's like it doesn't matter who is there all the time.
I think winning the Rumble. I think if she had the title match, fair enough. I would rather see Bianca and Becky as the main event because those two have had a feud for ages. I think both of them have been hardworking. Becky's been here since August and she's been working her ass off still. Working week out and week out, and Bianca's obviously a talented wrestler, so I would rather see that as the main event out of two women's matches, mainly because do we really want to see Charlotte and Ronda for them two getting their second main event ever out the women? Because I'd rather see Bianca getting her second main event in a match in a row, because to be fair, I think Bianca's a better, deserves it even more. Not being rude to Charlotte, look, I know Charlotte, great wrestler. But
she's had her time.
In terms of she's had her time,
like on top.
I think,
in my opinion,
she's and to be honest, this run, out of the women's championship she's had, I don't like this run with her, mainly because I've not seen her defend it much. She's been in a tag team match at Elimination Chamber, did not defend it. She was in the Royal Rumble match, and Becky Lynch had to defend it every single month. She defended the Rumble. She defended it in the Chamber. She defended it at day one, I think, against Liv Morgan, Extreme Rules. She had a match with Charlotte at Survivor Series. And then Becky and Charlotte Flair, I can't even count how many times she's defended it on pay-per-view.
Since she got it back? She defended it against Bliss at Extreme Rules.
I think that's it.
I think that's it. Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think so
why should Charlotte going to the main event when she hasn't defended it every single pay-per-view, and
because
she
she's
gets put,
Charlotte
and then
Flair. I mean,
because she's Charlotte Flair, and
yeah.
that's the only problem I have with night one main event. With Brock and Roman, yeah, that's got to be night two main event because it's the biggest match, it's the title versus title. You have to have that as the main event. But with the Charlotte and Ronda situation, I just do not get it. I'd rather have Bianca and Becky have it because there's more of a feud there. Becky's more deserving than the main event because she's defended her championship weekend in when that, and Bianca works her ass off every single time she gets her chance. With Charlotte, I feel like she needs to if she defended it right every single pay per view, I would be fine with it. Even though Ronda I don't think deserves it, then I'll say fair enough, Charlotte deserves it. But they don't. So it's just like that main event's confusing.
It's like
And
Shinsuke. Shinsuke never defended the title when he was
no.
Intercontinental Champion. He had 2 title
And
defenses.
Ricochet's had one title defense already, by the way, guys.
Yeah.
One defense. So he's only one behind Shinsuke.
Yeah.
So you're going to tell me Ricochet's not had much of a title success as Shinsuke? I think Ricochet's already having a better title run. He's only had one defense, and that's against Sammy.
Yeah, because
that's the
rematch. That match against Damian Priest at the Survivor Series, that wasn't for the title, and then it ended in disqualification, anyways. So.
Yeah, obviously we've got Pat McAfee against. I'm actually looking forward to that. Pat McAfee in the ring. I don't think he did bad against Adam Cole in NXT when they. He was good. So
I can't stand Austin Theory. I hope he kicks his face in. Something about Austin Theory bugs me. I can't put my finger on it, but
he's a talented wrestler. So he's not in a ring with someone sluggish. He's in a ring with a talent wrestler like Austin Theory.
Mason,
so
you know what it is?
I think he'll be all right in there. And
it's because he beat Jeff Hardy on his debut, and then he took a selfie with him.
Playing up again.
Oh, you're back.
Yeah, I'm back. My thing's bluffing again, guys. Apologies. You still there, bro?
Yep, I'm here. I'm listening to you.
All right, there you go, guys. I'm back. Is this doing that again? What you saying, bro? Before that, something happened.
I don't know. I talk a lot of bollocks. I think I was saying that
he's still in the British
mood. Talking about like how poor Shinsuke and Charlotte's title defenses have been, or title reigns have been. Yeah,
title reign. So, yep, I've already ranted about the main event, guys. So there you go. You've got the Mason rant out today, pretty much. But yeah, I think that's about it, really. Great stream. I'm going to be streaming hopefully after WrestleMania. We're going to be reviewing the WrestleMania night 1 and night 2. And yeah, obviously we didn't get to review Elimination Chamber because obviously I forgot to do that, and obviously I actually pretty much forgot about that pay-per-view.
I mean, it happened
because it happened. It wasn't bad pay-per-view. Like I don't think the 2 pay-per-views been bad, but booking wise, it's been shit. But it's been okay. But again, it's just like if AEW is having good pay-per-views like Revolution, then WWE's got to step up now. They've got to step up with WrestleMania because this is a make and break pay-per-view. Because AEW are going to be thinking, well, we've had a good pay-per-view with Revolution. Now WWE's like, well, we've not had great reviews on our pay-per-view, really. So we'll have to wait and see with WrestleMania. But obviously, we'll be doing a preview of that. I'm going to start doing, hopefully, football streams soon, guys. I'm trying to get in the mood now of doing FIFA career modes and shit like that, basically, because my stream is bluffering.
But yeah, while we're waiting on Mason, Revolution was very good. Enjoyed it a lot. And now, if I got my math correct, they should be coming out with All In all out after WrestleMania, so they'll get to know what WrestleMania didn't do well, and they could put in a really good show for All Out.
Am I back?
Yep.
Oh my god, I'm disappearing more than Brock Lesnar's title reign last time we had the Universal Champion. But anyway, I'm gonna head out, guys, now because I think my internet's starting to play up anyway. But anyway, thank you for watching, and we'll be back after WrestleMania. So anyway, thanks for watching.